Hi, today we are going to use Apache Nifi, and this is basically an implementation of EIP patterns which facilitate data routing and transformation uh, and different mediation logic between the systems. So it is very helpful in the terms whereby there are BI teams, there is data analytics teams. So what it do, it consume the data from different processors, process it, and basically deliver it to an endpoint uh, or a put processor basically. So a put processor can be anything like file or MongoDB or Cassandra. So these are the put locations. So okay. So what I did is I go to this URL. I downloaded the latest version of Nifi. So here is the Nifi install, and what I did is I have created a specific starters for Apache Nifi. So let me show you the starters. Okay, so I created a Nifi starter which in which basically I set the Java homes and I do a start of the bat file, and I then wait for 60 seconds, and then basically I start a Microsoft Edge browser from this start script. Okay, so I am going to run this script. This will run on background and it will wait for around 60 seconds before opening browser. So meanwhile my Nifi gets started, there are three main components which is there in Nifi. So the main three components of Nifi is file flow, uh, your controller, and your processor. These three are the main components of the Nifi. By using this, you can create any flow. File flow is basically the data which is moving around on different between different processors. It has an attribute and data, and processor is basically which process the content. There are different type of processor exists. Flow control is basically tell us about how the different processors are connected. So these three will really make sense when we will show you with an example. Okay, so let's see whether my if is started or not. Okay, so it's started. Okay, so here I created a sample demo. But before that, let's explain the GUI part. Okay, so this basically is a processor in Nifi, which we talk about as a basic component. So processor, I keep and drag here. I click processor, I click and drag here. So here I need to find a get processor. Okay, so get, let's say, file. So get file is one of the processor which accept the disk. Okay, here we get the description. Likewise, there are put processors. Put file. Okay, so put file is one of the example. There are many put processors. If you see, there are 283 processor which exist, We will not cover all the processor here in this tutorial. You have to explore it yourself. So this is processor. The second one is when you want to listen on a port. So it's basically on the fly mediation. Okay. So it's important on online mediation sort of integration. So there is offline mediation like files, and these files can go to any NoSQL DB or into the files or into the different location based on your configuration. But when you define this port, it's basically an online mediation. And then there is a process group, and this remote process group is basically connected with cloud environment or different system. Okay, we will understand it later. Funnel is basically when different processor is sending a data to basically one processor. So imagine you have multiple processor on the top, it's sending to one file. Okay, then there is a template, so you can create a template. So you can create a template without processor group or with processor group, but I would recommend always create it with the processor group. Okay, and then you basically can label anything which you want. So it's a static property, you want to name it something for your node, keep it. And there is basically two ways to arrange your flows. One is vertically, one is horizontally. Okay, so I prefer to keep it in this way because it's easy to scroll, and they have given a navigation pane whereby you can zoom in, zoom out, fit, or you can check actual size. Okay, so these are the basic components on the GUI of Nifi. If you see here, I create a processor with the get file. Okay, so let me show you the properties of this get file. So it will look up to this location. It will filter the file. So all the properties which is in bold are mandatory properties. Okay, it cannot be blank. So by default, this batch will take uh, 10 files in one batch. That- and the minimum age of file is 30 seconds. And you can put it the scheduler option. Okay, here what we are doing is we are picking in a real time. So we put one concurrent task, and we will took run scheduler in 0 seconds. Okay, execution all nodes, basically this primary and all nodes will be used when we are doing the Nifi clustering. Okay, so Nifi can be clustered via Zookeeper, in which one node will be primary node, and these list of node will be populated when we attach it with Zookeeper, and there are multiple Nifi servers which is running. Okay, so based on the load, you can choose which flow should be executed on which server. Okay, so this is my get file processor. Okay, currently there is only one termination relationship, that is success. Okay, and let me let me uh, start this processor. See here, this processor is started. Okay. The second thing what I do is I did a put file processor whereby I mentioned that this file is picked up and put in another location. Okay. And I connect this get file and put file via a controller. Okay. So let's see it uh, with a hands-on session. Okay. So what I did is I create a processor, I drag and drop it, I do a get file, I go to the configuration, properties. So input directory I have to mention. So what I did is uh, I took input file as this and I took all the files. Scheduling is okay. Setting is enabled. Okay. See here it is giving me a warning. Relationship success is invalid. Why? Because we have not connected it to anything, any new processor. So let's do another thing. We create another processor, put file. Okay. And what I did is I configure it. I go to properties. I have to define my directory. Okay. Settings on success. So there are two flows, success or failure. I can have two processors here and set up different flows, but I am setting only one. Okay. Now I have to connect these two processors. So it's easy. I drag it, I put it here, and there are a setting which is available. You can configure these attributes. Okay. So here the flow is created. So I am deleting my old flow. See here. So it shows different details of how many ins are there, how many bytes has been read, how many output bytes has gone from this particular get file processor. So what I will do is I will take this file, okay, and put in my input directory. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, so it will not pick up as my processors are stopped. So I will start this get file processor first. Okay, okay, see here the file has been picked up and send it to the flow. And let me see that list queue. Okay, so this is basically a JSON file. You can download it. You can check the configuration. This is the file. You can view the file also. It's a big file. See here. Better you download it and view, as the view is not very good here. So you can download and view. And currently my put file is stopped. So I will start it. And let's refresh. Okay. So what I did is from Nifi input file F1, I took a file and I put in output file this. So let's create another file for an example. Okay, new text document. Let's refresh it. There is two file which has been transferred. Let's check the output folder. Okay, so all my two files has gone to output folder. Okay, now I have these processors which exist here. Let's do one thing. Let's create a processor group and I say file transfer processor. Okay, let name it as file transfer processor group. What I can do is I will select everything and put this in my processor group. So this is my file transfer processor group. So if you have large number of such file, so this processor group is an amazing feature. So when I click processor group, I see this. So likewise, you can have many level of processor groups. Okay. So that's all for this session. Let's see you in the next session of Meeting.